I must confess that I have been into wanting to watch some monster movies. And I know it's kind of weird to be into wanting to do something, which means that you haven't done it yet, which I haven't. But I bought a Godzilla collection and a Gamera, the Showa era and the, I don't know how to say that, Heisei era, I think. And they're, everybody knows Godzilla. I've never watched Gamera, but now I have it, and I can watch it. I know it has something to do with monsters. It's kind of Godzilla-like, I think. And so I'm very interested. I mean, the cover of the box, there's flying turtles, there's super people, bunch of there's two women and a man flying on the side, and a bunch of monsters. So we'll see how that goes. I'm probably going to put some drawing in the background of this video. I've been really into drawing lately, so yeah. Plus, this is a good excuse for me to actually draw because I, as you may know, drawing is not my profession. It is just a little hobby that I like to do, and so motivating myself to do it is a little difficult at times. So having something to do with it kind of is motivating, I guess. These logs or whatever. But on the point of the monster movies, when I was a kid, I really liked Godzilla. I think I only saw one movie. I can't even remember it anymore, but my grandmother had a big old Godzilla toy. And I don't know how old that toy was. It was older than I am, for sure. And it was one of my favorite toys to play with when I went over to her house because it was a big monster. It was like half my size as a child. So, of course, I wanted to play with the Godzilla toy. Also, I watched a lot of kind of things like Power Rangers, and there's big mecha robots, and I like big robots and big monsters and, Godzilla, King Kong, all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. I'm just really in the mood to watch big monsters hopefully destroy some things, because that's what big monsters do. And that's the exciting part of the whole thing. I don't even care about the age of these movies, or how corny they could be. I think it's just the spirit of the monsters doing their thing, destroying stuff. I can pretty much guarantee that once I finish all of these monster movies, I will probably move on to seeing if I can find some big giant robot movies. I think it was called Pacific Rim. That one had a monster and robots, and that's I guess it's very Power Ranger like in that respect. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at with monsters. I don't know how many other people like monsters. I mean, if they're putting out monster movies, because I think these are new. I mean, I bought the Gamera ones new, at least. I think these are new, and so obviously there's a market where people are watching these monster things. I'm not super involved with the internet societies and groups and clubs. Are they called clubs? I don't know. So there could be a community. That's what they're called. I mean, we can call them clubs, I guess. But yeah, I'm not into all that stuff. Not because I'm above it or it's beneath me, but just because I don't do it. So I don't know what's out there. And oftentimes fandoms can be a scary place, as I've learned from others. So I just have a lot to do, and so I don't even. I mean, there's got to be a market because they've made these. So I'm pretty excited to watch these movies, no matter how bad they are or how bad they hold up in the modern era. I mean, when you got movies like Godzilla against Mecha Godzilla, and let's see, what's another one? There's a Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla 2, where the final wars are Mothra, Godzilla versus Destroyer, is that what it says? When you got names like that, and you just got, King Ghidorah. When you got movies named like that, and you just got monsters destroying stuff and fighting each other, I don't know, it's just a good time. Modern movies are kind of boring. I don't know, to me. I can't get into them because they're big epics, and there's a lot of story and drama and stuff, which is great. People love them. But I don't know, maybe it's a little too stressful for me to keep track of all these storylines and plot twists and all that kind of stuff. I'd like to consider myself a simple man who just wants a couple of giant monsters to fight each other. The end. But yeah, I mean, some of these, the Gamera ones I've never seen. In fact, this was my introduction to this Gamera, is seeing the Gamera boxes next to the Godzilla boxes, because obviously that makes sense. But I was like, what is that? Is that like Turtle Godzilla? And I'm hoping that's what it is. So I haven't looked up anything online or anything like that, but you've got things like, you have Gamera, the giant monster. That's the first movie, and so that's already pretty amazing sounding. The first box has a bunch of verses, and the second box has Gamera the Brave, Revenge of the Iris, Attack of the Legion. They put these things in, I guess the order is from bottom to top. Guardian of the Universe, that just sounds cool. I don't know. Nobody can convince me otherwise. I don't know. So I'm excited to learn about this Gamera monster. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that name right. It could be Gamer A. Gamera. Like Gamma. Gamera. I don't know. But pretty cool. Can't wait to watch them. I think I will watch them, and if I have anything else to say on them, I'll probably talk about them in another one of these logs. Maybe over some more drawing. Now, I must apologize. I know by now you notice that I haven't drawn a giant monster. I'm drawing faces, which is not thematic to giant monsters. But I'm super in the monster mood, so I may wind up drawing some giant monsters as I watch these movies because I'll be inspired, hopefully. So, look forward to the giant monster drawings. And, yeah, so, I mean, obviously, I don't even know if anyone's out there, but, I feel like I'm talking to somebody, even if it's nobody. So, anyways, I'm excited. I'm going to get these movies downloaded so that I can watch them off of my server, my Plex server, so that I can watch them on my phone or whatever when I'm busy. Or maybe even play them on the side while I work on other things. But I'm probably going to pay attention the first time through. I'm likely going to watch them a couple times. Just kind of background noise if they're really fun. So, anyways, that's my thing on Godzilla, Gamera. I will let you know in the future how I feel about them. I'm very excited, though.